Okay, I think I can use this. Okay, US oil, okay, is almost correlated to Brent oil ataupun the crude oil because the direction is all same except the fact that this is nominated in US dollar. Although this also nominated in US dollar, but then there's a minor differences between in terms of the price quoted on this. Tapi pretty much whenever we say US oil, we either take these two as a name. Okay. US oil, of course, is based on purely it's a commodity. It's a demand and supply. Okay, so most of the things is all based on how the crude price is moving in a global market. Okay, so for example, during COVID, the oil was going down even close to negative ataupun zero level. Then after we saw the COVID, it's not so bad as what people expected, and it's recovered back all the way back to $80 ataupun sekarang ni almost about $83 punya level. Okay, so this is pretty much, but this is because oil is pretty much used in everything, but mostly in transport ataupun kita punya vehicles ataupun in industries, etc. Okay, and aviation. Okay, so oil is like a macam stock market. People will monitor this price movement to see how the economy is doing, how the what do you call inflation is going to do, what going to happen to inflation because oil price keep going up. At one point, people will stop buying oil. They will go for other greener energies like solar ataupun gas. Okay, so any ataupun hydro. So all this ni, but what actually drives the supply side of it is very interesting because this is related to politics. Okay, the OPEC. Okay, so any orang kata difference of opinion between let's say Saudi Arabia, Russia ataupun US, all going to impact. So that's why the supply part is more of a politically driven. That's one part, and also of course on the exploration, on the oil field, okay, dekat laut, and then the shale oil that is actually US is working on it more of dekat apa dia punya logi dekat atas tanah. Okay, so this is something that the US trying to bypass all this Saudi Arabia ataupun Russia punya control to a certain extent. So the supply part is the one very interesting because this involves some of the big countries, especially Middle East, Russia, US, and also on the other side we have China, Japan as a user ataupun as a demand. Okay, and of course this general demand for oil is pretty much is everywhere on a daily use. Okay, so this why this demand and supply is a very interesting topic for oil. Okay, so in a short simple answer, oil of course correlated to typically Canada. Okay, so this is the currency normally we will always correlate it for the oil. Other than the other currency, we normally don't correlate with the oil because Canada is one of the major exporter. But although most of the time during OPEC, the one will be involved will be Saudi Arabia, Russia, US, as well as siapa lagi Iran, okay, UAE, all the Middle East countries, okay, and maybe some South American countries like Brazil, okay, but they are very minor partners. But the currency that normally we correlate is Canada. Okay, Bun?
Okey, baik. Terima kasih Cikgu